Hi, today I will do a live audit on um, King King East Dental. Okay, so yeah, here's the site. So number one thing that right now I'm noticing for this side is that UX/UI. Right now, look, there's a big difference between us and our competitor. Right now, I'm just showing you comparison. Okay, so for example, if I can go, this is our one of competitor. Okay, Dental Care Toronto. Okay, they are already ranking on number two and getting a lot of leads. Okay, so if I can go check this UX/UI, yes, this design, look at this design, they are extremely good. Look, I'm just showing you a nice comparison between us and our competitor. So we need to make sure if we are creating a site that UX/UI is good, because look, if our site is good, mostly people will stay on our site as much time as possible. It will be a direct ranking signal for Google, because Google think that this site is extremely good in terms of UX/UI, and in terms of relevancy, relevant, it's relevant page. So Google think this is a relevant page, because people are spending much time on these sites. Okay, so this is a very basic concept we need to understand. If I can go on our site, this site is a very basic page. So we need to make sure that we should create an attractive landing page for our local SEO. Okay, so this is a very basic thing. The second thing that right now I'm checking is Screaming Frog audit. Okay, so look, there's a lot of issue here. For example, if I can go, there's a lot of images that are heavier and causing a lot of speed issues. The second thing, one of my most important point in local SEO is thin content pages, pages that have very low word count and don't have much value on pages. In the future, if Google roll out a new Google update, they will definitely penalize these pages because they are thin pages. Okay, so we need to make sure that we should cover these pages, or we need to, for example, office tour. If we want, then we can also de-index this page. Okay, but for example, we have important page, for example, dental bridge. So this is an important page. So what we can do, we will add more content, more value in those pages. Okay, so this is a very basic concept we need to understand. These are some basic issues. For example, page title, then missing HTS header, security refers. These are some of warnings we need to. Then this thing is important. Just give me a minute. Yeah, missing all tag. This is important because look, all tag is important for image ranking. So we need to make sure that we should put all all tag in our images. Okay, so this is a very basic thing. Then H1 duplicate, make sure to fix it. Then we have opportunities like meta description is missing. Make sure that this thing also fixed, because these are very basic thing that need to be fixed. Okay, there's a lot of error, but we need to make sure that the basic SEO gap should be fixed if we want to rank on bigger keywords, bigger money keywords. Okay, then H non-sequential, internal link, external response. So we need to make sure that we should remove those pages. For example, if this is an issue, look, this is in, I think, in the header, just sorry, in footer, just give me a minute. Maybe this is this URL. Okay, so this is our, yeah, so GMB is not claim or not putting, yeah. So these are the basic thing. The second thing that right now I'm sharing you is that if I can go on, for example, these services: general wisdom teeth, cosmetic dentistry, teeth whitening, dental crown, and also dental bridges. Okay, then root canals. Look, there's a lot of pages, but if I can check these pages indexation, let me check quick thing. For example, this is index, but look at the title. I just want to share another basic concept here. So if I can check this thing, like cosmetic and restorative dentistry, right? But if I can go and check on, for example, heading, look at this thing. Okay, let me share a quick thing on this. A quick Google rule. You can see this thing. Okay, and if I can go and see your page. Okay, so this is a little difference. You can see meta title here. You can see you can add King East Central Toronto. Okay, you already added King East Central Toronto, but in meta title, you can see Google is not showing that. So the point is, make sure that you should add title as your H1, because sometimes what Google is doing is extract your H1 and showing as your H meta title. So make sure that you should also add your main service area in H1. So you can see a clear error here. That's why Google is not showing your main area, and this is a big thing, because if Google is not picking your main area, they will not rank into your main area. Okay, so this is a very basic issue or basic mistake in SEO. Okay, and then I can go on this thing. Okay, you can see this is a very basic page again. Number one thing is no relevancy in local. For example, make sure that you should add map, make sure that you should zip codes which you are servicing, make sure that you should add nearby areas, make sure that you should address. And the point is, this is a very generalized content. For example, there's no location modifiers add, there's no relevant keywords are right now mentioning. And also like there's a very old type CTAs are working here. These are very old type CTAs. Make sure that we should put a direct form here. Okay, so these are very basic mistake that right now is happening on the side, and find out. So the point is, we need to make sure that we should do these things. We should make another main point is, like if I can check, you can see that there's no content coverage. For example, like if you want to rank on main keyword, for example, cosmetic dentistry, make sure that you should also cover what is cosmetic dentistry. People are searching about that. For example, what is cosmetic dentistry? This is a very basic thing that need to be covered, and we need to make sure that we should cover all these things. For example, what is mean by cosmetic dentistry, what is another name of cosmetic dentistry, what are the benefits, what are the difference between. So the point is, if you cover these type of informational keyword, also Google in future will also give you leverage on other many keywords also. And if if a user will read your blog post on what is another name of cosmetic dentistry, or what are the benefit of cosmetic dentistry, if any user read your blog post, then in future whatever time, or if they need any services related to dentists, they know about your brand because they read about your blog. So this is a very basic tactic of a marketing. Okay, so there's a very basic things are missing right now on this page, and these are the pages that we call thin pages, because there's a very low word count. Okay, so we need to make sure that we should add more value on these pages, add more content and location modifiers and more localized content, because we have a localized website. This is okay. So these are very basic things, and right now I'm doing audit. Okay, and there's no GPP right now, and let me check if my server is working. Just give me a minute. Okay, so this is the very basic audit for you, and there's a lot of basic things are missing. And one thing I can give you guarantee is that if we can fix this basic thing, we will get over almost uh, a lot of leads and a lot of rankings in all over the Toronto. Another thing that right now we are missing is nearby areas. We need to make sure that we should also cover this small town in Toronto, because people are searching about their town and nearby areas. We need to make sure that we should also cover those in our location pages. Okay, so right now we have all these services, but there's a very basic things are missing in all over the sites. Okay, for example, meta tags, internet, there's no internal link. Look, there's no internal link. For example, link between one page to another page, there's nothing. So we need to make sure that we should also cover this thing, so Google will crawl more faster our site. So this is a very basic thing. Okay, and yeah, this is a pretty good, because you add on this page a location and these things. So we need to make sure that we should also add in more area, also add zip codes, nearby areas, and map is also here. Okay, so this is a very basic audit of King East Dental.